Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Darkness Within in Pursuit of Loath Nolder. So, terrible truth to tell. I've looked all over the place. I've looked everywhere. I've tried combining all kinds of different clues and stuff here, and I got really stuck, and I could not figure out what to do to move ahead. And I really tried. But after a substantial amount of time of not being able to figure it out, I broke down and I looked online to see what the next step is. So there's a key thing I didn't do, and I would never have thought to do this on my own. This encrypted combination that I was hoping would turn up somewhere, we need to dial it in the phone. And this is because there's letters in it. I would never have thought to try this. But the combination is K, so we'll hit this one with the K on it. D78 G T 8. So I'll give that a shot. Of course, letters on the phone buttons are used to encrypt the number. I would never have figured that out on my own. I would never have thought that it could be a phone number. So, nobody's answering the phone. I'd better ask Arthur to find out who this number belongs to. Alright, let's find Arthur.
Howard, where are you? I've been trying to reach you for days. Are you alright?
We haven't left any messages.
Yes, everything is fine. I've just been a little busy with some personal matters.
Listen, I don't know what you're up to, but just be careful. Don't get yourself into anything too deep, alright?
Too late for that, Arthur.
The reason why I'm calling, I need you to do me a favour.
Yes, of course.
I've got a phone number here, 537-8488. I need to know what address that is.
No problem, Howard. I'll call you back when I found it.
Thanks, Arthur.
Alright, so what I read online said that we were supposed to have that conversation a little bit ago, and then the last time we woke up, Arthur would call us back with that address. Let's try just going home and seeing if that triggers it. I'm hoping, since this is a bit out of sequence, from what I read online, that it won't be a problem and that the game will account for that and it'll be alright. Okay, let's look at the phone. No new messages. Okay, we'll try sleeping and see if that does it. I don't want to sleep. Ah, crap. Well, in that case, can we just call Arthur back? Probably not. It's a little soon. He will call me when he finishes researching the phone number. Alright. But how do I trigger that? We'll go to my office. Oh, fantastic. There we go. Answer that phone. There we go.
Arthur.
Hi, Howard. I found the address that you asked for. It belongs to Edward Braunbell.
EB.
You may have heard of him. That old fool who lives in Rowley, the town northeast of Wellsworth. 200 years ago, there were some major incidents in that town. In the end, the government had to step in. There was chaos. A lot of houses were burned down by some local Puritans.
Why?
Because of some strange hearsay about witchery and other primeval superstitions. At the time, the name of the town was Holston.
Oh, fantastic.
After those incidents, the name was changed to Rowley.
Great. Thanks for the information, Arthur.
You're welcome. And by the way, what business do you have with Mr. Braunbell? I heard he doesn't normally get along well with other people. still investigating that case?
Don't worry about it,
No,
Arthur.
Just a personal thing. Thanks for the information, Arthur.
Okay then. See you.
Yes, I've heard the stories about this place. It has a small, strange building built long before the mansion itself. Some of the stories say the mansion was built here because of that earlier building. I remember a story from my childhood about how at night the fishermen on the boats out at sea could see lights flashing from the small building, like signals to someone or something watching out there in the darkness. I've always
Oh, wow.
wondered about this place, ever since I was a child.
Well, let's go look at it. Okay. Is it now on the map? Yes, it is. Ooh. Edward Braunbell's mansion. I kind of want to review the notes that we found in the cabin referencing EB, but even more than that, I want to go to this new place. So let's do it. Now, that's as far as I looked. I didn't do any more cheating beyond figuring out that I needed to enter that code into the phone. So everything here on out, I don't know what to do. I'm going to try it on my own. An old mansion in a strange building which was built long before, set in a garden grove. Strange gossip surrounds this place and its long-term inhabitants. Now I wonder, there was the letter we found at Clark Field's house that talked about if you look out from one of the upper story windows, then you can see a special pattern in the garden. And it talked about the really thick walls. And I couldn't find any window to look out of in Clark Field's house. I thought it was talking about Clark Field's house. And it was driving me nuts because I couldn't find no window. But I wonder if it was actually about this place. So that's something we'll need to keep an eye out when we get into the house. Make sure to look down on the grounds and see if we can find this occult sign. Alright. So that must be the way to leave. This is kind of a pretty awesome entryway. Nice paved path. Okay, where's that going? I think this door leads to the mansion's entrance. I need to find that ancient building which was mentioned in the letter. Alright, well I want to look at the mansion too. And it looks like maybe we can eventually. But creepy building first. Let's just make sure there's nothing along the way. Oh, this is really cool. Look at that. How beautiful. Where's this gate going? This is a really big garden. It certainly is. Oh, it must be locked. He's not getting in there. At least not right now. Okay, is this the old building? Oh, hey. How's it going? And the raven never flitting, still is sitting, still is waiting. Ooh. We can't get past it. It looks like the path continues, but not for us. It's not polite to knock on the door so frequently. We're seriously just going to sit and wait for someone to come answer. Seems no one is at the house. Well, what do you want to do then? Should I try to open the door? I hope it's not locked. Well, legally we probably shouldn't, but we're getting in here. This is my lucky day, I guess. The front door wasn't locked. And everyone, this is why you should lock your houses. Otherwise, strange people just walk in. What in the world? Is this like a statue? Okay, we will get over there and check it out, but first... Anything here? interesting statue. An African native performing a ritual. I wanted to click on the skulls in particular, but we can't. Oh, we can't go up here? Beautifully designed. What's this? Okay, looks like some kind of benevolent figure. The ceiling's pretty cool. Okay, I guess this is the way to go. Into this room. What's creaking? What if there's someone here after all? They just ignored the knocks. They're gonna be really upset when they find we just wandered into their home. Grab that flashlight. It's covered with mud. I can use this. Is that a clue that it's covered with mud? Oh, this place isn't even on the list yet. I'm just thinking of the digging in Clark Fields, and then this is muddy too, so could be connected. Get in there. What is that? A piece of paper, and there's some numbers on it. And that's the only thing in here. Okay. What about this side? No? No. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't freak out, Howard. Keep it together. Don't pass out in this strange place. What was that? What was what? What is there to look at down here? Oh. Oh, no, no, no. Get back in there. It sounds different depending on where I knock. Yeah, that part sounds kind of hollow. I think this floor is hollow. Well, how do we get in there? We don't have any kind of useful tool right now. Yeah, none of this is going to do. Put that paper on it. No. Well, how are we going to get in there? I'm not seeing a way to pry it open. Maybe along here? Oh, there we go. Oh, you can just roll that right out of there, huh? Okay. So, now then. Trap door. Well, obviously we need to go down there. But, what about here? I'm gonna check this out first, because... Well, maybe I'm not. It's too dirty, I can't see through it. I feel like the trap door is probably really the place to go? Well, just in case it's not, let's jump down there. No, because that's going to be... I'm really torn. Do I go down there or do I check out the house? Which one is going to be an event that... Hopefully it'll let me do both, but I'm worried that going in either direction might trigger an event that makes me have to go home or something, or traps me somewhere else, or... Oh, let's try this. Also too dirty. Nothing else to really click on at this point. Okay. Ooh. Well, that's quite bright. This tower room is really fascinating. Yeah, it mostly just looks like it's used for storage, huh? Ooh, what do we got here? My old friend, I am currently at a train station and will be arriving at my next destination in a few hours. It is a village located in the forest. I have heard a lot about it. After this, I intend to visit some Oceanian countries. More importantly, I found some wooden sculptures which are also described by Wolfgang Schneider in the text I acquired before starting this journey. In my opinion, this authenticates his notorious writings. I am sure that all of those sculptures have compartments in them. They have some sort of cover that I am unable to open or remove. Schneider's text also mentions that these were used to store some objects that are needed for preparing a particular mixture. I feel really tired and want to take a nap before starting to work on the text again. Did I mention to you how confusing they are? Anyway, I will tell you more in my next letter. Till then, take care. Loath Nolder. Oh, come on. This is interesting stuff, Howard. It's a letter from Loath Nolder. Nothing interesting, he said. Loath Nolder. Nope. Alright. I feel like we saw this before, but I'm not sure. This painting. Oh shoot, what was our number? It was something 87. 687? Shoot. Oh no, we have it in our inventory. Yeah, let's look. That's not it. Where are you, little card? There we go. 287. The chest is unlocked. Well, what's in there? Open it up. Ah, okay. Now then. Children of Dis. Children of Dis were one of the most important cults which were hidden in the darkness of the medieval world. Accurate information about this cult is not available because of its esotericism, use of some special initiation rites, and, except for some petroglyphs, the absence of any written text left behind by its followers. Even though its origins are not clear, it is thought to be an altered form of an older religious system. Because of the prevalence of an eye-like symbol which is thought to be the coat of arms of the cult, it is believed that the cult once had a large following. That eye symbol, eh? In 1752, by dint of the French archaeologist Armand Rainier, information about the Children of Dis became widespread. Rainier asserted that the cult worshipped a chthonic deity, and this deity, as the name of the cult affirms, was the ancient Roman god Dis Pater. The objects and the petroglyphs he found in his excavations supported this idea, and his research is still widely accepted today. Today, in light of some relics which were found in the archaeological excavations made at the foot of Northwood Mountain and in some natural caves nearby, it was discovered that the cult had used hallucinogens in their forms of worship, thus resembling the Eleusinian mysteries. In most of the dig sites, carved copper and wooden bowls were discovered. In the caves, colorful petroglyphs depicted some kind of festival or religious rites. These petroglyphs generally depict a group of human figures who carry bowls, dancing or playing some primeval wooden or cattle horn-shaped musical instruments, like the one in our dream. In Northwood Mountain, similar tunnels have been found in some caves which are part of an amazingly complex cave system, and these are now under protection for further archaeological examination. Even though no original texts have been found which describe the religious traditions and lifestyles in the notes of some authorities, travelers, and clergymen, some items have been detected which mention the Children of Dis. Although we cannot be sure about the disparate points of view of these writings, they are mentioned here in order to compare them with the archaeological discoveries at hand. When we examine these writings, we can see that the focus was on the religious thoughts and practices of the cult. For some, the cult was merely a crowd of people who were cursed witches, and for others it was a group of anarchists who were against the accepted order. Hang on. Howard, there's a lot of interesting stuff here. Good grief. All right, we're against the accepted order and way of life. It can be understood quite clearly that for both, the Children of Dis was an element of excessive fear. From time to time, the cult had to overcome great attempts to destroy it, including mobilization of military forces. But even these attempts were not enough to efface this strong religious group. Only a few writings detail the notorious religious traditions and practices of the Children of Dis. Some of these writings are just partial observations which were made from faraway locations or simply accounts recorded from the narrations of third persons. One particular handwritten text, which dates back to the 16th century, gives us exciting information. This handwritten account, which was probably written by a clergyman, describes a secretly observed rite that he witnessed. The text outlines the behavior of a group of 25 people who were gathered around a smoking dig in a deep cave during a moonless night. After the group had repeated for a while some sentences in a monotonous tone, meaningless to the observer, they ate some kind of mixture which was prepared by mixing some unknown substances, and then started a wild ritualistic dance to the accompaniment of unseen drums. After a while, everybody behaved as though they were drunk, and some of them tried to catch some unseen objects while others screamed horribly. This description is accepted as proof of the use of hallucinogenic substances in those unnamed festivals or rituals. After these observations, it is related that the drums were silenced and the group started to monotonously play some musical instruments similar to the ones which were found in the archaeological excavations. Then the observer wrote that he could no longer be sure about what he had seen. From within the darkness that continuously smoking dig, he wrote about something he could not describe, something which had made him think that the darkness of the primeval cave might have tricked his eyes. A thing, a black reptile-like silhouette, hit the stone ceiling of the cave and caused frightful noises and tremblings. After that, he wrote that he had not waited to see what would happen next, but got away from that place as quickly as he could. Even though there are no similar examples to compare with this text in order to verify to what extent the observer's tale is true, it is accepted as a valid proof because there are similarities between the archaeological findings, petroglyphs, bowls, and musical instruments, and what has been written. Thoughts, Howard? Nothing. Okay. Well, it tells us that for sure we're going to have to explore that cave sometime. I'm not sure how to get Howard to figure out where the cave is, but eventually. Oh, pick up the guitar, Howard. Strum us a tune. A composition for classical guitar. The composer's name is not legible. What do we got here? A half-empty bottle. I can't tell what is inside it. A very familiar-looking mask. Very old magazine. I can't even read the date on it. Pick it up. No, can't interact with any of that. Let's just check something. Okay. I just wanted to see if it flashed, like if we could combine something with those items, but apparently not. They got all kinds of these bottles here, huh? It's a lovely ceiling. Alright, anything else? What's this? Dear Mr. Braunbell, I plan to travel abroad shortly and will probably be away for a long time. I have to visit some specific places and investigate the suppositions that I reached recently. This is extremely important to me. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time right now to explain the exact reasons for these travels abroad. I know very well that an intellectual person like yourself will very quickly understand that the reason is related to the topics that I mentioned to you a few weeks ago. You understand the confusion that I feel. I cannot explain the shock I felt when I saw that particular symbol on the wet stone walls of the ancient ruin that I examined during my last case. The symbol that I see for lengthy periods of time during my darkest nightmares. The parchment that I illegally obtained 2 weeks ago is the most important factor in my decision to travel. This parchment, which was apparently written by Wolfgang Schneider himself, includes detailed information about his notorious and shocking ideas, which he disseminated in other works. Some parts of this very confusing document are particularly important to me. This sounds like Loath Nolder again. The places I plan to visit include some African and Oceanian countries. Unfortunately, I cannot explain more than that, because even I am not sure of my destination. I know that I will have to make decisions based upon some faint clues. I apologize for this uninformative and rushed letter. I will write to you often during my travels. Take care, Loath Nolder. All right. Anything else? Oh, what's... Okay, let's look through here. A telescope pointing towards the heavens. that's it, eh? And I think... Oh, here's that again. A strange statue. There was one just like it downstairs. Alright, I think that takes care of this room. So I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back next time and we will go down that trapdoor, see where that leads.